Hey beautiful souls, it's your girl Naya. You know I'm back with another message for each and every one of us today. Alright guys, so this message right here, not gonna lie, this message is not to call anybody out. But if you do feel some type of reaction, such as what they call a trigger, it could be for you. Okay? So I mean that with love, but I'm saying if you do feel a resistance, a pull in any type of way, friend, bestie, this for you. Now, as far as which end of the message you're on, that's where you gotta be open. That's between you and God. And only you and God know. God sees all. Trust. So you're not lying to me. This is to help each and every one of us continue to grow and connect in more of a healthy way and accept each other's for each other's flaws, for each other's strengths. It's about being transparent but growing, right? We don't want to stay stagnant in the same negative, toxic cycles. We want to be like a tree, and we want to make sure that everything is great so our branches can just spread, our roots can grow. We need enough soil, we need enough sunlight, we need enough water, we need enough air, we need enough to continue growing and emerging from the soil. Guys, I gotta fix myself. Anyway, right now we're really in a generation where we're very expressive, creative. We can really explain our side to the story a lot more fluently than I feel like previous generations had the opportunity to do. And that pretty much is what I'm really touching on today, is more so talking about how us all growing up individually really can help us grow collectively, right? Let that sit in for a moment. I've really noticed that a lot of us are being very vulnerable and vocal and creative and resilient on our mission that God has for us. Each and every one of us has this mission, right? And I feel like instead of us being welcome with open arms, compassion, because we all are experiencing, I see this happening in like a lot of relationship dynamics. Like I really see this becoming a major, massive like problem, and I don't like it. I feel like if you are like me, resonate with this message, it has to stop. So this is the transparent conversation that we can have together. There's a lot of us getting shut down, being ignored, being censored, being blocked because of how the way we think and the way we express. So I really feel like I'm here to speak up on that today, right? Because I know I'm not the only one experiencing this, and I've seen this in many dynamics. Like I've seen this from parents and child. I've seen it in the dynamic of a job. I've seen it in certain positions in my own particular life where I literally could be doing this job way more effectively than the manager, boss himself, herself. And when I'm going after this opportunity, I'm met with more resistance because it's the intimidation of me being great or wonderful or excellent at it. And I feel like if you can resonate with that, whether you're in my generation, I'm a cusp, so I'm millennial and Gen Z, and I feel like I'm really here to shine light on that because even the younger generations that's coming behind me and 222 on the clock, and the generations that are in front of me, right? We're supposed to be looking to give us the wisdom that we're seeking, right, to continue our path, to really help the next generation really go further than us. And what I really feel like is like a lot of the time it's really authority just being confused with control. And while I have a lot of empathy for the generations previous, our ancestors, right, who did not have the chance to really openly express themselves and dive into a lot of opportunities, and well, I'm not going to say they didn't have the opportunity, but what I'm going to say is a lot of things have shifted, right? So there can be a level of envy, and I get that. However, you're wrong with the wrong people. So it's like at this point, we're on the same side, and I really, really need you to understand that you can't hear when you talk. I might need to say that again. You cannot hear when you talk. It's not us being disrespectful. It's not us being rebellious. It's not us having that attitude. It's really just the unwillingness of another individual to really sit down and comprehend and communicate and express in a way where two parties can have two different perspectives, which can be obvious, right? It's a lot of times where you can find people who are very like-minded to you, and that's what I encourage for everyone. But when there are differences between people, it shouldn't make people be at odds, be at war because of this, because obviously we all are created differently. So that would be probably the point of why we all have different energy, personalities, all that type of stuff, right? So just let you know, I'm not above you. I'm literally right beside you. I've lived this, I've seen this, I've survived this, and I've had bosses that didn't want to see me win, didn't want to see me get to the next level for whatever reason. I'm just saying, in this season, we're not pushing forward on that. We're going to be around those who support us. We're going to support those who we love, right? No underlining tone to that. This is really me just talking from a point of being healed and watching even people in my own family be misunderstood by each other, right? And I know that I can be a person that literally likes to bridge the gap and get down to the bottom line of why something is, right? But this message that I'm really bringing to you is with soft power and tough love, because if you're on the other side of this, and I'm letting you know this is for you, because we peeping it and we're calling it out with love. We're not sticking around for any of it. We don't have to. That's where we grow up, right? So we're showing you, if you grow up, we growing up, we all grow up together. We can do this. We are breaking patterns that did not start with us, but are definitely ending with us. This is generational healing, baby. And I say that respectfully because I had to grow up too, okay? You know, there's a new vibe. God is doing something new, so you can either get with it or you can go about your way. But over here, this is where we at. This is what we're doing over here, all right? All love and respectfully, I'm just telling you to grow up and heal, because it's about accountability.